Hello and welcome to this Astranti tuition video on writing approach to the case study exam. And we've already spoken about the importance of identifying the requirements, the importance of planning, why you should plan, how you should plan. But now we're going to look at how you should write and why you should adopt a decent writing approach. And in this video, we are going to look at an example of one poor student who had a really poor approach to the actual exam and wrote very poorly, and as a result failed many times. We'll look at the importance of good exam technique, the common mistakes that many students have made in the past, so you can be sure that you are not one of those students, how to use industry examples effectively in your answer, an example of an excellent answer using a good writing approach, and also the writing rules to ensure that you yourself are writing well and following this writing approach. So we'll start by looking at one poor student who had failed the case study exam 4 times. And the problem with this poor student is that they knew the syllabus really well. They knew it like the back of their hand. They planned effectively as well as having all this knowledge, but they failed 4 times. And in fact, their scores got worse as they went along. First time they scored in their 40s, then they had a couple of results in the 30s, then they actually had one that was only 29%, when you need around 60% to pass this exam. So a really low score, despite knowing the syllabus really well. But why did they fail? Why did they fail 4 times? Why did they get such low grades? Well, the reason was they didn't apply to the case at all. And they had no direction when they were writing. They just waffled on and on. They didn't answer the question asked. They didn't apply the information. They didn't write material that was worthy of marks. But by working with them and helping them to adapt their approach using these writing styles, it transformed their question planning, it transformed their writing technique. In short, it transformed their entire approach to answering the questions in the exam. And after they'd worked on their writing style, they were actually able to pass that next time, the 5th attempt, with 69%. An enormous increase on the 29% that they'd got in the last time they had attempted it. And the moral of this story is that the right approach to the exam makes an enormous difference. And CIMA themselves have said that a good writing approach is necessary, and it's our job as tutors and the job of this video to aid you in forming a decent and appropriate writing approach to pass the exam. So we'll look at the importance of exam technique now, and one of the reasons why students have quite a poor exam technique is because most of them get accustomed to the OT exams, the objective test exams, where it's multiple choice questions, multiple response questions, etc. And it's purely based on knowledge. There's no need to apply, there's no need to work on how you're actually answering the questions, you just select the correct answer. So the writing style is completely irrelevant to the objective test exams. But that is not the case in the case study exams, where being average isn't enough. Simply producing an average student answer isn't good enough. You have to produce a high quality, well-written script. And as a result, writing style can be a barrier to achieving a pass. If you are not writing well, even if the knowledge you are using is good, even if you've been applying the case as well, if your actual writing style is really poor, you will struggle to pass. And a good writing style can make all the difference. And a good way to start looking at the kinds of things you should be doing and the kinds of things you shouldn't be doing is to look at the common mistakes that other students have made and learn from the mistakes of others.